Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Dylan Dreasky of Linden Football. How's it going, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, only 2 more days until the big day on the 12th.
Yeah.
So how excited are you?
I mean, our whole team's on like a high right now. We're all just super excited. We've been looking forward to it all summer. So,
Yeah. Okay. So, I think the big story is like, you know, with this team, I know obviously, I know the latter half of the season was not what you wanted. You still made the playoffs, but I just but it just shows you how tough that your league is. But I know you guys have been working really hard. I know a lot of the big names that a lot of people recognize that are been going off and doing big things in college. But actually, a lot of guys are back from this team last year. And also, the big news is you're making a move, and you're playing a new position.
yeah. So like we've got a lot of returners that kind of went unheard because there was those like big names, but they play a huge role in our team. And I mean, it's our team is looking like great right now. So,
Okay, so I mentioned that you're moving positions. Where are you going?
so I played receiver and corner last year as a sophomore, and this year they moved me to quarterback, and we're not like really sure the whole defensive like side of the ball yet, but
Yeah. Well, I know many teams have their quarterback not play
yeah.
unless they necessarily have to, but
Hmm.
it's or someone wants to.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is it's like when was the last time you played quarterback?
Well, my freshman year, I played freshman and JV football as a quarterback, and then I got pulled up for the playoffs, and like I was like on scout team and everything, and they had me a receiver, and they liked what they saw. So the next year there was a senior quarterback, so they just kept me at receiver.
Okay. So you're a junior this year, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, getting used to playing quarterback again, I got to ask you, I mean, a quarterback of any team is obviously a huge responsibility. Um, what I'm sure you've put in a ton of off-season stuff and all that. Where was the biggest gains for you that you noticed at the quarterback position?
I feel like just being a student of the game, I mean, I've really like dove deep into our playbook and film and everything and just making sure that I'm able to make the correct reads to really allow our offense to thrive.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, like, have how long has it been since did it take some time to get used to playing quarterback again and from being a receiver last year?
I mean, I feel like playing receiver definitely opened my eyes last year, just being able to see the ball from like a different position. But I mean, I feel like I've always really had that like quarterback-esque, like what would you call that? Like I feel like I feel like I'm meant to be a quarterback.
Yeah. So I think what you mean is you always have those quarterback traits in you, even though
Yeah.
you were a wide receiver or something like that.
Yeah, which I
Uh,
feel like going from quarterback to receiver also helped me a ton, just being able to find like open space and being open to really allow my quarterback to give me the ball. So,
now, now you're kind of dictating everything that it goes. Like, how close have you gotten, with just, the receivers? I'm sure you did a lot of, off-field stuff. You guys would always, stay after, I don't know, after practice and, throw a little bit and stuff like that. Just, how what has that been like just to get to know your receivers?
I mean, we've all really like grown up together. Like this is probably one of the most close-knit teams I've been a part of. So we hang out outside of football. We all like have super strong bonds. So,
Yeah. So, obviously, a lot of seniors, you know, junior stuff. What, I mean, obviously, I don't think it took much to, find things in common that you guys like to do. Like, what are maybe some of those things for maybe people that may not know?
I mean, we're all really like into sports, so even just like going up to the field and throwing the football around, stuff like that. There's a couple kids that live on the lake. We hang out on the lake as like a football team and stuff like that, which is
Right.
pretty cool. So
Yeah. So of course, with Coach Williams and his since the last few years the coach has been there, what has it been like to just, learn from him and do learn a lot of those things?
he's brought in a great coaching staff. Like they put us in the best possible position to win games. I mean, in my opinion, we got one of the best coaching staffs in like mid Michigan. So
Absolutely. Dylan, do you play any other sports?
I play basketball and baseball.
And obviously there was big news with basketball as well.
Yeah,
Obviously everybody knows what Coach Miller did, and that's still weird to say because I remember covering him in high school at Linden.
yeah.
Um, but going in and having what has that been like just to I'm not sure how much basketball you've been to, but what's it going to be like with him as the head coach and having being not you're not that much younger than him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. He brings tons of energy and enthusiasm to our team, which like it just makes his players want to play hard for him. So,
Absolutely. Okay, so being you mentioned you're a three sport athlete, correct?
yes, sir.
So going from this to this to this, how does that help you become just a better, just overall athlete and stuff?
I mean, I feel like there's no really negatives to playing multiple sports. I feel like it only benefits you. I mean, you every sport you work out different muscles and everything, and you're always staying active. You never really get out of shape. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure how is like managing time with everything because there's school, there's all the stuff you got to do, there's all the work you got to do at home and all that fun stuff, and then just being an everyday kid.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm definitely pretty good at managing my time. I normally like go to school, go to practice, and then I'd come home, do some homework and eat and go to bed. So,
Okay. Make sure you go to bed and go to bed at a reasonable time, waking up at
yeah.
the same exact time and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
okay. All right, let me ask you something. We'll shift this back to football. How do you like let's get in your head a little bit, Dylan. How do you like mentally get ready for a game?
Well, I mean, I honestly try and take like my head like away from football like before the game just so I'm not like getting all those nerves and everything and just like being as relaxed as I can.
For sure. Okay, so let me ask you this. What's on Dylan's playlist?
It's not the like traditional stuff, but like I'm more of like a praise and worship guy, just to, like get my nerves calmed and
Okay.
everything. So
Yeah, yeah, I mean the inspirational side of things is yeah, what I've actually learned that's actually pretty good for some people.
yeah, definitely helps me a ton. So
Really. Um okay. All right. So and then of course going through the summer, and getting all the stuff done, but going into these next 2 weeks because you only got, I think, little under 3 weeks, and then you're already at the first game.
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm definitely excited for like the whole challenge at the quarterback position. I'm I feel like I'm as ready as I can be. So
Okay. Let's get to we I think we have to get to know you a little bit, Dylan.
okay,
How about that? Okay.
sounds good.
All right. What is your favorite? I know you obviously you play a lot of sports. What's your favorite team to root for? Out of this could be anything.
I love watching the Ravens play football just because I love the way like Lamar Jackson plays. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
love the Lions too.
All
So
right. I was wondering if you were going to say that.
yeah,
So okay. I think you just mentioned this, but all-time favorite player currently right
I love watching Lamar Jackson. He's just a crazy athlete. So
now. Okay, so okay, best moment in your high school football career thus far.
I'd probably have to say the first time we played Goodrich last season, that was my first like 100+ yard receiving game. So that was pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Okay, what is your all-time favorite movie?
Ooh, probably I like watching Minions. Minions is pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like everyone likes the kids' movies lately.
Yeah.
It's either that or the Twisters movie that just came out.
Yeah, I watched that. That was a good movie.
All right, and I'm not sure you have much time to do this with all the things that you do, but if the if you know TV streaming, I don't know if you've been on Netflix lately, but what's your all-time favorite show? And this could be any you watched it this at maybe at any point during your time.
When Outer Banks first came out, I binge watched the crap out of that. That was a really good series. So
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I know people say, "Oh, I'm busy." I'm like, "No, you have no, you not. You have time to
yeah,
watch." So,
yeah.
okay. And then finally, what is and I usually tend to end it on this question. Now what's an interesting fact people do not know about you, Dylan?
Probably I love animals. Like animals are probably my favorite thing in the world. So
I must ask, how many pets do you have?
I have one dog. One passed away quite a while ago, but I
Okay.
only got one dog. So
Dylan, thank you so much for the time, and then we will talk to you soon, bud.
yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you.